Shri Matre Namaha, Shri Rama Raksha Sarva Jagat Raksha. Before getting into the topic, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. You motivate us in bringing out this sacred content to you all. Hopefully, I'm hoping that you have already listened to my kundalini and exercise video. Go listen to that. In that I have shared my personal experiences and everything related to exercise, which will happen in your kundalini. The exercise thing concept which you will face during your kundalini awakening journey. And here I am with the part 2 of this that one, because in that only I have told you something about skin changes, and here I'm going to continue and let's dive deep into the skin changes in the kundalini awakening journey, right? So I've told you what all factors are important for your skin to look good. So now let me tell you that why your skin, what kind of a skin changes you will go through and why you will go through during the kundalini awakening. And for this you have to listen to that exercise video, because that is not just exercise video, that is actually the part 1 of the skin changes in the kundalini awakening. That if you listen to that, if you understand that, and you will understand this one, the game will be much more sorted, much more better. You will understand the game much more better, because that is very much linked to this one. So that's the reason why that is a part 1 of the skin changes, and this is the part of the skin changes of the kundalini awakening. There's so many topics which I've already discussed there. Here I'm not going to repeat that. So why, and there I gave the reason for why the skin different changes and transformations will happen. So do listen to that. Don't miss that one. So here the skin changes. As soon as your kundalini awakens, it's like the fire energy. Shakti energy is the fire energy. So when your kundalini awakens from Mooladhara to the Sahasrara, here the fire is ignited in the Mooladhara and in your entire body. So because there is a lot of fire in your body, you will lose a lot of water in your body, and you will you will be like that fish which is taken out of water. You will feel like that sometimes. I actually felt like that. Sometimes I actually feel like that I feel like so much fiery energy within myself that I felt like I need, like I'm like a fish which is taken out of water. My halat is like that. My situation is like that. So during that point of time, you are getting into dehydration. So hydrate yourself as much as possible, because it's very important to hydrate yourself. When you drink a lot of water, that fluid will circulate into your entire body, and you will stay hydrated. And hydration is also very important for skin change, for your skin to look good, right? So keep sipping a lot of water. So when you do this, when your fire energy is more, when your fire is ignited a lot within your body, what will happen first is your skin will be dry. Because water is very much essential for your good hair growth, for a good hair, and also your skin. So when you're dehydrated, even though sometimes what will happen, even if you're consuming a lot of water, but still the dominance of the kundalini energy, the dominance of the fire energy will be a lot. Because sometimes if you guys are going through an intense kundalini awakening phase, whatever kundalini will try to burn out everything which is not necessary for you, which is not required for you. She will burn your karma, she will burn the whatever. I'm not saying here she will burn really in the physical ways. No, she will etheric burning. I'm talking about the etheric burning, and she will burn off everything which is not needed for you. I made a video on burnt smell in kundalini awakening. Do listen to that. That will help you a lot in understanding what I'm saying here burning means. So here she will burn everything, and that fire is getting ignited within you, and it will burn out all your purva samskaras, okay, whatever samskaras or karmic impressions which is there within you. As soon as the kundalini awakens, the first thing kundalini will do is she will burn your karmic impressions. And burning that karmic impressions is not that easy and quickest job, because you don't know how many lifetimes you have taken. You don't know how much of karmic impressions you have. You don't know how many mental patterns you have. You don't know how many emotional patterns you have. You don't know how many karmic patterns you have. You don't know how much of the things which have gone, you have gone through in your entire journey of so many lifetimes. Okay, so whatever which is not necessary for you, whatever impressions are there, whatever patterns are there, all those patterns will be burnt. In order to burn that, the fire which is already ignited will ignite more fire, and you will be like so much of fiery. So that's the reason why, because there is a lot of fiery energy within you. Fiery energy with the when I say fiery energy, you should also focus on the solar plexus chakra, because you are my subscribers, you are very intelligent. And as soon as I say fire, as soon as I say solar plexus chakra, you should go to my channel and you should listen to all the videos of solar plexus chakra, and also all the videos which I've made on fire. So that's the gun and lakshan, and that is the traits of a intelligent subscribers. So you have to go and listen to all the things which are connected to this video also, because that will help you in integrating so many other things and understanding the topic more deeply. So here, fire means the fire element is more ignited and more activated, and also so much of solar plexus energy is getting cleansed, and also solar plexus is 3D. So you are moving from 3D to 4D as soon as you awaken your kundalini. I've made that video also on dimensions from 3D to 4D shift, how you go through the shift. You have to listen to that also. So 3D means your 3D is ignited, your 3D is going through a lot of change and transformation, your solar plexus is going through a lot of change and transformation, your fire energy is getting ignited, and a lot of fire in your body, a lot of heat in your body. So everything is burning, and you need water. You need water, whatever water you are intaking, maybe that is not enough. So what you have to do, you have to eat organic foods, fruits which will have a lot of water content, or vegetables which have a lot of water content, because that will actually help you in keep your water in balance, keep your even though if you are unable to consume so many liters of water, at least by adding these kind of fruits and vegetables, what will happen is naturally you are getting water resources from those fruits and vegetables, and the thing and the food you are eating. So try to eat those fruits and vegetables which have a lot of water content. Okay, it is needed for your body, so that it can refill your body with a lot of water energy, and it will keep you supple and nice and safe and beautiful. Okay. So this is also a beauty tip. I told you already, skin means also it comes under beauty, this beauty concept. So now here, after you do this, you do all these things, I told you one point, that your body will be dry. Okay, your body will be dry. I gave you already the reason why it is dry, because of dehydration and all these things which we were talking before. But also there is another reason why it could be dry, because sometimes you might have some kind of a past life diseases also, which you don't know, and suddenly as soon as your kundalini awakens, it can trigger those kind of a skin issues, or it can trigger those kind of things which are there in your past life. So that is also one reason. So next reason could be that you like how kundalini means a snake. I told you a lot of time, especially in the kundalini ascent, right? How this kundalini peels off, how the snake peels off her skin, and she will have a new, it leaves her old skin, and how it will have a new skin. Same like that, you will go through this process with your own body, and this is actually true. It might sound like a little bit weird, but it is actually true. It is very much true, and it will be seen in those people who are literally going through an intense kundalini ascent kind of awakening, or bottom up awakening. I also experienced this. Those of you who are how many of you are going through this, let me know in the comment section below. Okay, it will help a lot of people. So what will happen is, you can see the skin within you, the skin around some area of body areas, it is getting peeled off. For example, we in some winter season, we will naturally see that due to lack of moisture, we will feel dry skin, and your skin will be peeling off here and there, like that, right? So it will be very little. It will be for a healthy individual I'm talking. If somebody is having some kind of health issue or skin issues, that is another concept. You have to consult a dermatologist. Okay, you have to go to dermatologist for your skin issues. It has nothing to do with kundalini. Here I'm talking only about the kundalini and skin changes. And if you already have any kind of a skin issues, and you are linking that to kundalini, it is not going to help you, or it can backfire on you. So if you have any kind of a skin issues, go consult a dermatologist or a doctor. That will be those or medical clinicians. They will help you in sorting out that problem. But here I'm specifically talking about the skin issues which will happen for a healthy individual who don't have any kind of a skin issues. Keeping that in mind, I'm making this video. Okay, so don't think that okay, you don't link the skin issues or your health issues with this kind of a kundalini skin changes, because this is purely to those individuals who are I'm assuming for very healthy and who don't have any kind of skin problem, and then they saw this kind of a skin changes has after their awakening. Okay, so keeping that in mind, we will move forward in our video. So here you can see that your in the winter seasons you will have like a little bit of skin is peeling off here and there. You can see that white layer of the skin is coming out, right, from your hands or from your face or something like that. Okay, some body parts, but it will be very like minute. It will be not that much, but when your kundalini awakens, it will be like a large chunks of layers of the skin is coming out, and it's like your skin is peeling off and you're getting new skin. So many of them who are in the intense phase of their awakening, or so many of them who are actually going through the right kind of a kundalini awakening journey, they can see this, they can notice this, and they can observe this. I myself have observed that. So they'll go through a skin kind of somewhere, their skin will be peeled off somewhere, and they'll have a in that area they'll get a new skin. Okay, the old skin will be going off. And what is the energetic reason behind it? I already told you that whenever this I don't know, snake sheds its old skin, it will get a new skin, right? Snake has this quality of shedding its old skin and getting into a new skin, right? Same like that. After your kundalini awakening, what happened? You are like an energetic snake only now. Okay, I just saw 11:11. So you are like an energetic snake only, because your consciousness is shifting from one consciousness level to another. You are jumping from one dimension to another. As a part of that, as a process of that, you will also see physical changes. Some people can think that, oh, kundalini is just an internal thing, spirituality is all about internal world. No, it is a myth. It's not only about the internal world, but it's also about, you can see that reflection of whatever is happening within your internal world in the external world also. It's all like a mirror. Whatever is happening in the internal world, it will mirror in the external world. So you will go through this kind of a skin changes whenever you are shifting your consciousness. You are moving from one dimension to the another. You are getting your new version of you are leaving your old self, old dead self, and now you don't need that old self anymore. You are moving from your old self, your past self, to a new version of you are like, some people can also feel like they're walking in some kind of a walking in experience. So for walk-in, I have to make some other video. Maybe some of you know it or some of you don't know it. Let me know in the comment section below how many of you want me to record a video on walk-in concept, because that is a very important concept also in the spiritual awakening journey or kundalini awakening journey in general. So let me know in the comment section below, did you experience any kind of a walk-in experience, or if you want me to help you understand the walk-in concept. Okay, I'll talk about that if you are interested. So now here the some people can embody their higher versions, and their older versions will leave. So whenever this happens, you will notice the skin changes. So when I in the initial phases of my journey, I used to lose a large chunk of skin like that on my face also. It will like entire like a white skin layers are coming out, even though after I apply the moisturizer. I actually don't apply much of moisturizer or so many things to my skin, but still even though people used to tell me on front of my face, what happened to your a skin, or what happened to your face, you are do something about it, or apply some kind of a moisturizer or something, because they can see and notice that my skin is peeling off and all the white skin layers are coming out like that, and they can notice literally, and they just see me like that only, what happened to this girl, before she was nice only, what happened to her now, like that. So they can literally notice you, and in the initial phases of my awakening, and this used to happen very intensely. And also my skin also used to come out like a my layer of the skin, the outer layer of the skin also used to come out very badly, and it used to be a very, very dry, and all the entire skin peeling used to happen. But then I'm grateful that now it is not that intense. Now also sometimes whenever I'm going through this process, kundalini happens in cycles, I always tell you this, right? So whenever I'm in those processes, this will happen, but now I'm in that awareness, and now I know how to take care, and now I know what is happening with me. At that time I did not know, because it was not any kind of physical reason, but it was energetic reason, and it was because of it is one of the kundalini symptoms. At that time, in the initial stages of my awakening, I did not know about this, but because I have experienced it a lot, and then with a lot of awareness and understanding, I'm able to manage with it now. I'm okay with all this thing. Whenever it happens, I understand that, oh, this is happening, and this is, I have to do this kind of a remedies for it, or I have to do this kind of a things for it. By the way, if you are going through some kind of a problems in this journey, or some kind of a, you need any kind of a solutions or remedies for your symptoms, you can contact me at ybharaits@gmail.com. It will be a paid consultation, right? So now here I told you, right, before it will be like a lot of so much of it will be like, it used to be like a very intense, but then later you, when you peel off a lot of layers within you, when you purify yourself enough, then that will be not that much, the peeling of the skin on all these things will be not that much. It will be happening, and you will get a new skin, and that new skin will be more like a light body kind of a skin, or that new skin will be like filled with your light body also, because your light body is also awakening, and also your crystal body is also awakening, because that skin which you are getting, it will be attuned with your crystal body changes and the light body changes, and you will get a new skin, and that new skin will be aligned with your newer version of you and more divine version of you. So whenever you get a new skin, it will be not you will also release what lot of energetic junk with that old skin. So you are not just losing your old skin, but also you are releasing a lot of energetic junk which is not needed for you, and now you are embodying something which is aligned. Now your skin will be now you are having a skin which will be much aligned, which will be filled with the divineness, and which will be filled with that divine light and divine shine sometimes. So this will be like that, I mean, the peeling of the skin. The other important change you will notice during in your kundalini skin changes in the kundalini awakening is sometimes you will see that you have become darker than your original shade. I'll tell you why this will also happen. So why you will look darker than your original shade is, you might have all understood, like you might have all familiar with that story of goddess Parvati doing tapasya and to maintain Shiva, and she's not eating anything. She's just is not bothered about anything external, and she's very much keen and concentrated in doing her tapasya. She's not, because she's having one goal and one aim, she's not taking care of herself that much the way she used to take care before in our normal beauty routines or beauty rituals. She's not participating in our beauty rituals anymore, because she is more concerned about her union. Okay, so in that process, what will happen is, we all have read maybe some in mythological stories that she's doing a lot of goddess Parvati does a lot of tapasya, and because of that she doesn't take care of herself, and she has become a darker, because she's now like doing a lot of sadhana in mountains, and she's not bothering about the weather and environment, and she's just doing a lot of sadhana, and she's not bothered about the heat and sunlight and the environment and the dust and the dirt on all these things, right? So basically she's more focused on maintaining that divine union, and so she's not very much don't have any time for the beauty rituals and all those things. So that's the reason why also. And also because you will, in your kundalini awakening, you will go through some intense phases where you don't have much time to take care of yourself. So that's also one of the reasons where you look darker than your original shades. There is also some reasons, some shadowic aspects which you will experience during your dark night of soul phase or during your initial stages, but in the later stages you will not experience this. But yeah, in your initial stages you will experience this. You will like having negative energy attacks, and that attack, this attack, on all these things. You'll face a lot of negativity or dark energies also during your initial phases, because in initial phases you don't know how to protect yourself. In initial stages you don't know how to deal with all these energies which are around you. So whenever there is some kind of experiences like this also, you will or sometimes your own negativity will be coming out to the surface. Because of that also you will look a little bit more darker than your original shade, because all the vikaras are coming out of you, and that vikaras can create some kind of physical changes in your appearance. So that is also a reason why you might not look good to your own self, or you might feel like whenever you stand in front of a mirror, you might feel that you are looking ugly or something like that, because there is the reason for it. Maybe it's some kind of external thing or external attacks, or sometimes it's your own internal thing, internal purification, or you are releasing your shadows, or you are doing a lot of shadow work, and you are releasing external and internal shadows, right? So whatever is coming out to the surface, and maybe that will show up on your face. And maybe I told you, because whenever you are releasing your shadows, you will cry a lot, you will be in a lower vibrations, where you don't feel like taking care of yourself. Honestly, in that kind of situations, people first want to survive rather than going for a beauty parlor, right? So that's the reason why also you might not feel that you are not looking good, or you are feeling ugly or something like that. But it's just a temporary phase. When you go through when you come out of all these things, when we are done and dusted after all these things, you will come back to your original way of looking, and it will be like only in initial stages, or it will be only during those phases of the dark night of soul. So whenever you are in the initial stages of the kundalini awakening, you will experience all these things. But then later, in the advanced stages of kundalini awakening, you will not experience these kind of things, but you might experience the other things. Maybe I told you Parvati want to do tapasya, and she's not taking of herself because she want to unite with the divine. She's very much busy and focused in something, or focused in her ascension. So that's the reason why that is on a lighter mode. But this is actually in the initial stages, maybe you will go through some kind of a darkness, external or internal. So that's the reason why also you might not look that good, which you might look before. So this is another reason. And also there is another change which can happen is, so I've told you why you're looking dark and all those things. And also there's another change which can happen is, you need lot of sunlight, right? So you, in your kundalini awakening, you will have a lot of vitamin deficiencies, and you need grounding also. I told you that you need grounding. So people intuitively, they will feel like they want to go and sit in sun, or they want to roam around in the sun, and they want to be in the sun for some time. They want to soak themselves in the sun. So even though they don't know the reason, or they know the reason, unconsciously they might go and sit down in the sun, so that they can soak in that sun's energy. So whenever they are soaking in that sun's energy, obviously there is a whole another concept about the sun, which I'm going to talk about if I have to talk about. But then they will do this, right? They will sit under the sun, and because of that, they might get tanned. I have experienced this a lot. Whenever I don't feel good, I just first of all, in the southern part of India, it will be already the weather is very hot, and there is a lot of sunlight and lot of heat and lot of high temperature. Even after that, I just first I wanted to sometimes to calm myself, or sometimes to just make myself to receive that sun energies. What I used to do is, I sometimes don't bother about tan and all these things. I just wanted to be in the sun. I just wanted to soak in that sun's energy, or I just want to be in the sunlight, because already so much of darkness or dark night of soul we have experienced, right? But sometimes after dark night of soul, or some kind of a rejuvenation, what I used to do is, I just want to just go out and be in the sun. I am not bothered about being tanned or whatever it might be, like that. So I used to be in the sun, and that's the also reason why you might look darker or than your own shade, because you intuitively you're going and you're being in the sun, so that you can get that vitamin D, and also you can get that life force energy from the sun's rays, and you can fill yourself up with that sun's rays, and you can receive that energy of the sun, and you can receive that divine energy from the sun. That's also one of the reasons why you will have darker shades. And now we will talk about the lighter shades. So but not only you will look dark, okay, in the kundalini awakening journey, but also you will look lighter than your own original shade in the kundalini awakening journey. And why that happens, so why you will look lighter in the journey, and why you will feel like sometimes not just sometimes not just you'll always feel ugly. Sometimes people have their own beauty issues or beauty wounds, so they will feel that they are not good enough, or they don't look good enough, or all those things. So if you have these kind of a beauty wounds, or like a beauty issues, then you have to release all those things, and you have to heal all those things, right? So that's another concept. And then you have here when you don't have all these like beauty issues and all these things, sometimes you might feel you don't look good, or you might feel ugly, but also sometimes you might feel like, oh wow, how your skin is glowing, wow, you today you are looking like a very good. Sometimes you will also feel like whenever you are in high vibration, or whenever you are receiving a lot of divine energy, or whenever you have purified enough a lot, okay, after a lot of dark night or so, or after a soul, or after a lot of healing work which you have done already, there'll come some certain phases, intermediary phases, where you'll also look where you'll also feel that you are looking good, you are looking very good than what you are actually on a normal basis, or on a routine basis, more than what you were looking. It's like I told you, right? It's like whatever originally you are looking, original the way you look, the original way you look, sometimes you look very sometimes you might look like a little more darker shade, sometimes you look a little more lighter shade. So here I am not about the colors and all these things, but I am just here to help you understand the process and transformation which will happen in your journey, because this is like an entire topic is about skin changes. It's not about some kind of this color or that color, or no. Don't take it wrongly. This is only about the changes, because this is a change. It can be a change in the color, or it can be a change in the texture of the skin, that will also be happening, right? So I'm coming there, okay, wait, okay. So here you will have a lighter shade where you will look like you are glowing suddenly, and you are like a shining. And sometimes I also saw some kind of a like a I don't know what you will call it, in like a shine, some kind of a, in Telugu we call it chamki. Like chamki, there is a one kind of a powder which is available. We use that for rangoli, or we use that for some kind of a decoration. Some kind of a chamki or glitter will be there. It's a tiny like a dots of glitter or shine, something we call it chamki, but I don't know what we call it in English. It will be available in like a local Indian markets, like that. So we use it for decoration. We call it chamki. I don't know what you call it in Hindi or English. Let me know in the comment section what you call. So you will also see that there is some kind of a shine, or some kind of a glitter which is around your skin. You will also feel that. I also felt that when my crystal body used to activate, I used to see some kind of a shine on my face, or some kind of a shine on my hand. It's like some people may somebody have poured some kind of a chunky or something like that on my hands and my skin, something like that. So you will also experience that thing. And also you will experience your shade is more lighter than your natural shade. And then you will also experience you are looking very very good. Sometimes you are looking very very extraordinary, amazing, good, beautiful, very beautiful. Like you might feel like you are just looking like a movie actor or something like that, actors, or like that, or celebrity or something like that, because that is like a change. You are going through a lot of purification. In that purification process, you might have seen that there are some kind of a enlightened beings. They look very good, no matter what kind of a skin shade they are having, but they have some kind of a glow on their face. They have some kind of a attraction on their face. They have some kind of a pull. You have, whenever you see them, you feel like there's some kind of a pull, or some kind of a mesmerization within the face, or attraction on the face, right? Why they are having that kind of a thing, that kind of a glow within their face? Because it's the fruit and result of the tapasya or sadhana which they have done, which is reflecting on their face. So that's the reason why I'm saying kundalini awakening is like a roller coaster ride. So whenever you are having both kind of a stages, until or unless you are in that state where now you are permanently in one kind of a state which is not changeable. And that state will come maybe for some people it will come for lifetimes after lifetimes, or maybe some people they will achieve that in one lifetime only. So they will come a stable phase where now you are not going through so much of transformation anymore. So until then you will go through these kind of a transformation in cyclical manner. So you will go through these transformations again and again. Sometimes you will look better, sometimes you will not look better, sometimes you feel good, and some in terms of your appearance, or sometimes you won't feel good in terms of your appearance. So all these things can happen. So whenever you are in that kind of a phase where you are high vibrational, when you are feeling very good, when you are feeling very nice, when you're feeling purified, or when you're receiving a lot of divine energy, especially the Shakti energy, and also especially those gods or goddesses who are connected with the beauty, aspect or the beauty tattva or like that. So you will naturally feel like you are glowing, or you are looking really very good. So, and also there is, I told you about the color, right? So now let's come to the texture of the skin, because I told you, right, you'll be dehydrated and all these things. Sometimes your skin texture will be very rough, because it will be very rough and very tough. Okay, sometimes your skin texture will be very automatically, it will happen that sometimes you feel that your texture is very rough, or your skin is like so you can see like how your skin is feeling. It is feeling, it's not feeling that smooth, or like it is like sometimes you feel like your skin texture is changing. Sometimes your skin texture is not like the same texture which is like your normal or original texture. It can change. So sometimes your skin can feel like a very gliding, very smooth, or sometimes your skin can feel like some kind of a difference, or some kind of a roughness, or some kind of a texture changes. So it all happens. Or elasticity, you'll have more elasticity, or you'll have like a more smoothness to your skin, like that. So sometimes it might look it might not have that kind of a texture, or it might have a rough, or it might not have a, you might feel like it is more symmetrical, or you might feel like it is less symmetrical. So all these changes will happen. So the major changes which will happen to everybody, or the important changes I've already told you, and there are some other minor changes which you can see and identify, and mostly minute changes you don't have to bother. The most important changes, or the most important things which I've already talked about, I hope this helps you in some other way. I hope this will give you some kind of help which you need. So and until next time, let me know what kind of a topic you want me to talk about in the Kundalini journey. If I feel that it helps everyone else, I'll talk about that. So Sri Rama Raksha Sarva Jagat Raksha Sri Matre Namaha.